Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Boruto episode 220. So, last time we had kind of our little bit of aftermath stuff going on, but we did learn that Code is apparently very powerful. If he has his limiter broken, he might even be stronger than Jigen, um, which I talked about this in the discussion of last episode. They specifically said stronger than Jigen. So I think that means that he'd be stronger than, not fully Ishiki form kind of thing. Like if Shiki was full power and like a valid vessel, fully taken over, I can't imagine Code would be that powerful. So I'm gonna go with that thought for now. But we'll see. Maybe they'll clarify later on. Oh my god, my throat's dying. I apologize, guys. But yeah, he has a non-functional karma, which is what makes him so strong. So Ishiki cannot take over his body, but he still has a karma mark, and he's able to utilize its power. We got to see him receive a message from Ishiki, being the taking over the will of the Otutsuki is what Ishiki said, and he's his successor and all that, which is just interesting. But Team 7 is banned from going on missions because of the whole Momoshiki popping out every now and then kind of thing. So makes sense. But yeah, I'm wondering where we go from here, guys. So let's start the episode and find out. Alrighty, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Drink some water, my throat. Video games. He remembers it. Is that a Naruto video game? Nice. Stone statues in the background. Alright. Boruto just playing games, thinking about that stuff. Maybe trying to use games a little bit to get his mind off it, possibly. It's really funny seeing that they have card games and video games of the people in the world, Can you imagine just playing a video game where you're just playing as Donald Trump or something? Like that. So nice just being able to watch this now. Pretty cool opening. I like it. Such a badass Naruto form that we will never see again. Oh. Alright. Hmm. Something in my eye really bugging me. I think I got it. Okay. Damn. Yeah, it's a valid thing to think about. Yeah, fair point. Damn. Gara bringing up the real topics. Shit. uh, so without Kurama, he's unable to manipulate the arm, then? Or, like, channel his chakra through it? Sumire. I like how even she calls her class rep. Wanted to see Kawaki, huh? Ah, working on fixing his arm. Lord Amado. Such respect. Nice. I didn't see much of Mitsuki recently, just like brief appearances. Damn. Half a year? Damn. It's interesting because we saw Boruto with the karma in the flash forward in the very first episode, right? Wonder where this is going. Yeah, not really the time. Sarada. Oh, wow. So that's what we were seeing in the beginning, him not sleeping, rather than... Wow. Damn. Hmm. Shit. I wonder if they, like, managed to get a hold of code and find out why, like, if you analyze, like, Code's karma versus Boruto's, if you could figure out a way to make Boruto's karma inert. Uh, up on the stone faces. Uh, Okay. So he's telling them. Putting on a face. Yeah. uh man. It's my ninja way. Yep. Damn. That was a good scene. Yeah. It's feeling safer. Falls asleep. Oh shit. Is Naruto not doing good? Amado? Hmm. Uh Interesting. Damn. Okay. Oh. Oh man. Nice transition. Well, okay. Interesting. A very quick turn of events. Yeah, seriously. Okay, for now anyway. Alright. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Ah. Are we gonna be going into another tuning exam? Damn, it's already over. It's a good episode. I like that one. Yeah, so, I mean, I will say Boruto has had, like, the looming threat of the karma on him for a while, but they kind of were like, oh, he only has 2 to 6 weeks, and then, like, just after that, they're like, oh, it stopped completely, and it's like, I mean, I imagine there's gonna be something that goes wrong, like, I imagine there's gonna be maybe an immunity to the drug, like, you know how a lot of the times you take drugs and then after a while they stop being as effective. So maybe for now it halted the progression of the karma, but it wouldn't surprise me if if we found out that it wasn't working anymore and the karma mark like kicked up again. But maybe it doesn't, and this is how, I mentioned this episode about how the first episode of Boruto, we saw Boruto much older, still having the karma mark on him. So maybe this is how you know, this drug works and halts it. But we'll have to wait and see. Alrighty, guys. That is it for episode 220. Oh, man. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of this episode was very, like, mellow and down, Obviously, the very end kind of kicked up and like took a turn and everything, but for the first like 90% of it, it was like the five Akage summit, them talking about that, getting help from the other villages to try to find code, and them talking about if Naruto's willing to take these extremes if he needs to, because with Sasuke losing his Rinnegan and Naruto not having Kurama anymore, if Momoshiki does awaken, who's going to be left to deal with it? Like, how are we going to fight that big of a Shiki level threat, you know? And Garam does make a pretty good point, you know? Like, what are you going to do about that? And obviously, in hindsight from the end of the episode, sorry, my throat's like really acting up tonight. I don't know why. But in hindsight from the end of the episode, at least for now with this drug, we don't have to worry about it, you know? But, hold on, I need a sip of water, guys. I apologize. But without having that info going through the episode, it was interesting to see how Naruto handled it, because obviously he's the 7th Hokage, he has to take care of the village and everything, but it's also his son. You can't just make a decision that easily of like, alright, we need to kill him, you know? Like, it's just not that easy, obviously. But yeah, 2 weeks to half a year. Man, that's so soon if they didn't have this medicine. But obviously with Boruto being the name of the show and Boruto being a main character, I mean, you have that meta perspective of like, yeah, they're gonna do something about it, but I imagine they're gonna be like more scares as we go on, so I can't imagine this drug is gonna be something that lasts forever and we never have to worry about Momoshiki ever again. It's never gonna come up again, you know? I imagine that's not gonna be the case, but yeah, Kawaki has his arm back, which is cool. Thanks to Amado instructing them and everything, they got that back, and as of the end of the episode, he is now an advisor for the Scientific Ninja Tool research facility, whatever, however you consider that. But either way, so I'm sure the scientific research into ninja tools will vastly improve with Amado there, because he's obviously a genius in his field and has created all these crazy things. So I wonder how they're going to be adapting that into things, you know? All of his technology that he's able to make and everything. It'll be pretty cool. But probably a lot of new toys coming down the line eventually. But yeah, Boruto wasn't sleeping due to being worried that if he does sleep, Momoshiki might come out, you know? Makes a lot of sense. I didn't really think about that in the beginning of the episode when we saw him laying in bed playing his game, you know? But it makes a lot of sense that'd be, you know, something on his mind, making it hard for him to sleep, and, you know, maybe he also just didn't want to sleep, regardless of whether he could or not. Maybe he was keeping himself from sleeping because he was worried. But I like the idea that when his dad was there, made him feel safe, and then he was able to fall asleep because, you know, he had the reassurance from his father and everything, and he was able to, you know, get some rest in his arms and everything. That was a really sweet moment. But yeah, I like the scene with Naruto just saying, like, you know, I don't have Kurama anymore, but a parent is able to pull out some extreme power to help their kid. I like that and everything. So kind of like that thing where like a mom can lift a car to save her child, like that adrenaline rush kind of thing. I wonder if we're ever going to see that, you know, and if we ever get to the point of seeing Naruto's last moments, if we will see him, you know, do some crazy shit, last ditch effort kind of like parent stuff would be interesting. But although I don't want to see Naruto's last moments, but Naruto, I don't know what that was, but he didn't seem like he was okay. Like, he might be, jeez, freaking bug just flew right into my face. He seemed like he was quivering a bit. I don't know if it's his arm acting up, you know, because it was that hand, or if it is just like not having Kurama has made him a lot weaker, you know, or if it's something even worse than that, you know. I'm wondering what's going on with Naruto. He's obviously putting up a front and hiding it from people and everything, it seems like, but I wonder what like how bad it is, you know, whatever that shakiness was. So gonna have to wait and see. But I mean, I hope it doesn't hinder. I don't know. I mean, that I wouldn't be surprised if thing is like, in a way, that last episode almost seemed like it was, or that last fight seemed like it was Naruto's, or it seemed like it was Kurama's swan song in the end, you know? I don't know that we've seen Naruto's swan song yet, so I do think that we could still have a pretty good fight. I mean, Naruto is still a shinobi as long as this hasn't weakened him to that point, you know? As long as he is still able to fight on some level, he still should be able to do shadow clones, maybe not as many, you know? But he should still be able I imagine he can still do the Rasengan and stuff like that, so I think we could still get, like, a good fight from Naruto. Maybe not an Otutsuki level threat fight. I don't know if he could handle that, but I don't know. I'm just curious where like Naruto's story is going through all this, you know, with him losing Kurama and now he seems shaky and not like super okay. Obviously seemed like he had some labored breathing and everything as well, so but yeah. They explained away why Kawaki's karma progressed so much slower than Boruto's. I had talked about this before, where I was like, well, Boruto just recently got his karma, and it's unpacked like as much as Kawaki's that he got when he was a kid, you know, or even more of a kid than he already is, kind of thing. Like it seemed like Boruto within like a year got this bad. I don't even know if it's been a year. It probably hasn't been a year. Whereas Kawaki, it seems like he's had his for like 3 or 4 years, but it makes sense if you know, the way they explained it. I do like this reasoning where Amado had this drug and he has been giving it to him secretly on the side, but he wasn't able to give like full doses because Jigen would have noticed or Ishiki would have noticed, and it managed to slow it down, and that's why. So I like that reasoning. Makes sense. But yeah, the medicine, when given a full dose, has stopped Boruto's progression completely. We'll see. As I already said, I don't believe that that'll be a permanent thing, but we do see him in that flash forward. So, and now we might be moving on to another tuning exam, huh? Interesting. I mean, I'm not against seeing it. I think it could be interesting. The last one was slightly lackluster, obviously, except for the Ishiki interrupting and everything. But I didn't feel like there was anything like super special about the fights leading up to it. Like if you think back to the tuning exams in Naruto, the first one, you know, we had that awesome Rock Lee fight. We had the forest stuff was even like pretty like interesting and cool, you know, whereas this one wasn't as I mean, they had that like pit trap that they fell into and they had to like save themselves or whatnot and stuff like that, but it felt like a much more mellow tuning exam. It didn't feel like as hardcore. And even when we got down to like the one-on-one fights and everything, like, it was alright, but none of it really even stands out. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, but none of it even really stands out to me at this point. But maybe if they do an actual another tuning exam that we see, and it doesn't get interrupted, maybe they could give us some more, like, badass fights throughout it, kind of thing, you know, and make it a little more interesting, potentially. But we'll see what they end up doing with that. So, I'm intrigued. But some cool stuff. I really like this episode. Like, I know I haven't talked much about it. I'm pretty much like out of stuff to talk about, but there was just a, you know, obviously the melancholy feeling of everyone dealing with what's going on with Boruto, Boruto himself dealing with it, and seeing how Naruto as his father handles it. But at the same time, it was also kind of like sweet seeing how obviously how much Naruto cares for his son, and seeing them have their conversation, I felt like was a really good conversation. So the episode was super enjoyable. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Link will be in the description below, or it'll be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.